Aloha, everybody. This is Cathy Bilsky, the Quantum Leap Let Light Unite show on UPRN Radio, and this is July 27th, 2018. How do you like my big crystal? Pretty awesome, huh? That's my 1,000-pound Earth Keeper crystal, and she's actually the largest crystal in Hawaii. So she's going to amplify our work today. Now, this is a tremendous day today. Not only do we have the full moon, but we've got an eclipse coming on today, and it's Mercury in retrograde. Now, if you want to know what all of that means when you put it together, well, let's just say, I'll give you a really quick example, and then we're going to do as much light work as we can to really, that we can cram in tonight. So an example of how crazy everything is. I had my birthday on Tuesday and actually got in about 8 dolphin videos that are really cool. So of course it's on my Kindle, and I wanted to put them into the computer. In the house computer, it didn't work. So I figured, okay, I'll wait till I get to the store and then try it. And of course that didn't work. So I got on Kindle, had them call me. 5 hours and 4 people later, we figured out how to do it. Now, in the meantime, my computer goes wacky, and it wouldn't go on Firefox or nothing. And I couldn't get that fixed till I was done with the Kindle, because I'm getting those videos into the computer. Now, just to make it even sweeter, a supplier calls up. He goes, gosh, can I visit you now? And it's like, no, you can't visit me now. No, not a good day. Not if you want me to buy something from you. Okay. So I blew him off, and I was exhausted at the end of the day. And I was so brain dead that the next day I started laughing at myself. And I said, oh my God, here I tell the only person I really should have seen that day, which was my supplier. And he was bringing all these hematite beads. And if you don't know what hematite is, I've spoken a lot about it. What it is very, very grounding. And believe me, I could have used a lot of grounding that day. But anyway, so that's Mercury in retrograde, full moon in the energy of the eclipse. Now, Mercury in retrograde also means, and this always goes for 3 weeks. It's not a good time to start anything new. No new relationships, no new businesses, no signing any paperwork. Now it's a time for completing something. So if you started something before retrograde, it's a good time to finish it. You really have to be careful with your communication. You know what you're saying, but that doesn't mean everybody else does. And you might have a lot of misunderstandings if you're not very, very clear. Appointments can go haywire. I know, doesn't this sound like a fun time? Some people don't even want to get out of bed during Mercury in retrograde. So, all right. So also, you might have appointments go haywire. So I always say have a backup for the backup, and then a backup for that. And if all those fall apart, just wing it. Now, a lot of times it'll bring into my life people, I call them the retrograde crowd that I only see in retrograde, which is kind of cool. So that's Mercury in retrograde. It can be very, very challenging. But if you understand why things might break, or things aren't coming together, and it's very, very difficult, it seems very challenging, you can blame it on Mercury in retrograde. Okay, guys, let's do some energy work. And I will say I am seeing some lovely things on the planet. As hard as we work doing energy work, trust me, darkness is definitely doing their stuff too. I really believe that we're starting to really anchor that energy onto the planet. So tonight, we're going to work and call some energy down and anchor it, and work on the reptilians. You know, if we want to go into the golden age, we need to help those that are on the lowest rung of the consciousness level. And to me, that means reptilians. And what is a reptilian? My best example is Trump. Have you ever seen his face? I mean, if that does not look like a reptilian, especially when he's mad, OMG. Oh my God. I mean, talk about scary mofo. All right, so they're unfeeling, uncaring, you know, they'll lie, cheat, steal, they'll sacrifice their young. So they're not nice people, all right? They're kind of on the other side, like I said, of the energy level. So we're going to work on them. We're going to work on cutting Satan from the planet. And if we have time, we will definitely throw in Trump and Nazis and whatever else, like I said, we can cram into this short time that we have. Now, one of the good things I have seen is more people coming out to demonstrate, and they're speaking their truth. And they're speaking up against the Nazis and Trump, and they're going to the White House, and they're protesting at Trump Tower, and anywhere that man goes, worldwide. This is awesome. You know, people of light are rejecting darkness. So we need to give them lots of energy. And not only doing that, but it's, you know, to send energy to the reptilians in a way that it helps them shift or put them in a position of harmlessness so they can do no harm without accruing any negative karma on our end. So while we're doing this, just really quick, we're going to bring in light, create bubbles of light, and put in the center the energy work. So when we do this, I want you to do some creative visualization and actually see this happening. And at the same time, because I know you can multitask, I want you to send energy into the bubble of light. Okay, so if you're going to participate, I want you to sit down and sit straight up. Close your eyes and just listen to my voice. And I want you to breathe in light and exhale out everything that no longer serves you. And imagine all that unwanted energy going through the violet flame back to God. And you're going to fill up with your divine essence. So you breathe in light and exhale out everything that no longer serves you. So I want you to imagine yourself sitting in this huge stadium filled with people of like mind. You got people on the left and the right of you. And in your mind's eye, see you. You're going to hold their hands, and we're creating many, many circles, and we're all connected through the heart chakra. In the center of the stadium, we're going to put a 100-ton crystal that's going to amplify our work. And I am actually showing you my big crystal. Ela, that's the 1,000-pound crystal, if you can't envision a crystal. All right, so you're holding everybody's hands, and take a deep breath. And as you exhale, feel that divine energy flow down your right arm, your right hand into the next person to the right of you, and see this energy flow in the circle. And as it does, we're going to call to our guardian angels to stand between us and make the circle bigger, add their energy to what we're doing. All the gods and goddesses of light, past, present, future, the elemental kingdom, air, earth, fire, and water, the devas, all the angels, all life forms of light, all people that are doing prayer work with their permission to add their energy into our divine circle tonight. Now allow that divine energy to flow to the left, and as it flows to the left, the circle is closed, so only that which is light may enter. Now we call to the trees and invite the trees in to join us and take this energy and send it into the earth. And let the earth take this energy and put herself into balance so she moves with divine intelligence. And out through the tree's branches so humankind can all react in a positive way. We call to all the rocks, stones, crystals, minerals, all the sacred stones on the planet to lock into our big earth keeper in the center and amplify our work over 100,000-fold. We call to all the grids, ley lines, meridians, domes, obelisks, pyramids, all the sacred and holy spots on the planet to lock into this divine circle now. And I'm going to ask, Mother, Father, God, that you guide us into doing that. Our will, but thy will be done. And that everyone here receives a healing tonight. And nevertheless, not our will, but thy will be done. So be it. We give thanks for this opportunity to serve. So in your mind's eye, release. And I want you to take a gentle, deep breath, and that's so you hyperventilate on me. And as you exhale from the top of your crown chakra, I want you to send your silver antenna up and feel yourself connect with the Creator. And as you reconnect to the Creator, all this incredible divine high healing energy comes down into the top of your head, flows all the way through your body, down your legs, out your feet into the center of your earth, down your arms, out your hands, down your spine. So now allow it to again flow down your arms, out your hands, and we're going to form a bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we're going to put, I want you to envision the Mother Earth and see her gently rotating. So let there be light. We call to the golden solar energy down to cover all pyramids, obelisks, all the sacred objects on the planet. As it flows, see this golden solar energy anchor to all the grids and ley lines underneath these sacred spots. See this golden solar energy flow through the morphogenetic grid above the planet. Now we call divine peace, divine calm, divine harmony, divine oneness, divine brotherhood to descend down through all these sacred spots now, flowing to all the chaotic areas that are not in harmony with the Creator, raising that energy vibration to a divine enlightenment energy. We command Michael the Archangel to cut the god and goddesses of war and chaos from the earth and all life forms they have attached to. We tie and bind them, send them through the violet flame to clean their energies up, then send them back to the Creator, replacing that space with a god, goddess of divine peace and harmony. We call to all the earth militaries on earth and ask them to stop hurting any life forms. We ask all veils and overlays that are of war be cut from everyone in the military, allowing them to become conscious beings as they now reconnect to their higher selves, as they choose not to hurt nor harm anyone, showing instead actions of peace and kindness with a dash of compassion. See all weapons of war breaking down and choosing not to work or misfiring, missing all their targets. As peace descends, see it with it a higher consciousness and lots of divine inspiration flowing to all those peoples. See them reconnecting to the divine and being given their divine missions and purposes, hope and courage to create a divinely inspired, loving, balanced government. We call the higher selves of the ruling class and ask that Michael the Archangel cut them free of all ties they have to power and the presidencies and greed. As this energy is cut from them, see them letting go of their power and greed to be replaced with a light worker that will create a balanced, fair government, honoring men and women alike. As this golden solar energy descends on earth, Satan's energy diminishes to nothing. See divine peace, divine descend down now. See divine calm descend down now. See divine love descend down now. So now this one you can chant with me. May divine enlightenment descend on all life forms now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all life forms now. And we can do that one 3 times, all right? And use the power of the spoken word. And if you got a crystal, hold it. You know, even if it's a chunky little rose quartz crystal, it's going to amplify everything, all the energy work that we do. All right, chant with me. We're going to do each one 3 times. May divine enlightenment descend on all life forms now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all life forms now. May divine enlightenment descend on all life forms now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all life forms now. May divine enlightenment descend on all life forms now. May divine enlightenment awaken within all life forms now. We're going to fill it up with light and love and take a deep breath and release it. And I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. So when I do that with my hands, if you can hear me, I'm actually cleaning them so I can send more energy down for the next energy work we do. All right, we're going to create another bubble of light. Take a deep breath. Feel yourself reconnect to the Creator and all that high energy come pouring into your body, down your arms, out your hands, forming another bubble. And in this bubble of light, we're going to put all the reptilians on the planet. So let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power of the sacred fire vested in me, I command. We call the Creator who has all the data, past, present, and future of the reptilian personal blueprint to activate the information that allows for healing of all thoughts and memories that are blocking and holding reptilians back at this time and moving forward into enlightenment. We ask the Creator that if it's for the highest good of Earth and all life forms, that the Creator steps in, neutralizing the single white chromosome that is added to the reptilians' DNA that makes the reptilians more aggressive and more light. We see it being replaced with a chromosome that makes them kinder and compassionate, compelling them to speak only truth. We ask the Creator to reactivate the hormone in the reptilian brain that allows them to become spiritual beings. This also lets the reptilian now be released from all addictions they have to the dense physical form and the world and the sensations it offers. Let this release be done now. We cut all ties and cancel clear all reptilian DNA energies activated by the vibrational frequencies created by the Illuminati, satanic secret society rituals that activate demon possession by the reptilians, especially in those that have the reptilian bloodline. We now cut ties and remove all blueprint overlays that suppress reptilian souls. And as these overlays are removed, they are now open to a spiritual existence. And this allows them to balance their male-female energies, which will also allow reptilians to create a third force of divine potential. We cancel clear all Illuminati secret society rituals that are activating the reptilian DNA and reptilians as well as human hybrids. Instead, we see these rituals being reversed and now empowering reptilians to reconnect to source. Love can and is changing their genetic code, reconnecting them to the Creator to become awakened spiritual beings that have unlimited potential. We ask the creators to give reptilians special grace and unlock the doors in the minds that are keeping them from connecting to the higher frequency of light. Release all that which are holding them back. I ask all the creators to close down the reptilian part of the brain and open up the divine God brain, filling them with whatever high vibration is needed to shift them so everyone gets to go into the golden age, leaving no one behind. Send these beings and entities whatever vibration, sound, color, and memories of being connected to the Creator they need so they gently evolve into the light. The Creator, their higher selves, and angels know exactly what each one needs and are sending it to them as we speak. As more reptilians awaken, see us propelling ourselves far into the divine golden age, way beyond the Creator's wildest dream of a golden age planet where humans and reptilians live in peace and harmony. Let's fill this up with light and love. Nevertheless, not our will, but thy will be done. Fill it up with more energy and take a deep breath and release it. I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. All right, we're going to create another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we're going to put in the reptilians again. Yeah, they do need a lot of attention. And this includes all those that are reptilian, satanic, Trump, all reptilian military, black ops, and oil cartels, and anyone and any corporation that is rape, pillage, or plundering our planet. Let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power of the sacred fire vested in me, I command. We call the goddess of justice, the karmic board, and the Creator for help. We call to the goddess of justice and all the earth's and all the members on the karmic board, and I want to bring to your attention the souls that are stealing Earth's natural resources, murdered all the wildlife on the planet by the thousands, the souls that are trying to bring back nuclear, anyone who is in the Illuminati, major corporations, the Jesuits, Bilderberg Group, Council of Foreign Relations, the Trilateral Commission, all secret societies, the Nazis, all dark politicians, Republicans, high-ranking military decision makers, and any satanic magician. I ask that these beings are allowed to reap what they sow, and that you allow them to have their karmic return now for these offenses and crimes against Earth and all life forms. If it's for their highest good, I ask that their karma be returned to them over 100 million fold. I ask that they receive divine justice, that they are allowed to become conscious as to why they're receiving this karmic payback. Let them understand, O wise ones, that their karma will be overturned when they have done many acts of kindness. I ask the karmic board to take the abundance they have accumulated and redirect it to all the light workers on the planet, so that the abundance may now be used for works of good. I command Kali and Shiva to go out and put these beings in positions of harmlessness and all their equipment they are misusing. I give the goddess of truth permission to bring everything up to the surface, the reptilians, human hybrids. To do so, there's nowhere to hide, and the goddess of justice is after you now. I ask that all reptilian human hybrids short out every time they try and take Earth's natural resources in any way. May all the reptilian human hybrids have lots of computer crashes, mold infections, virus infections. We are also placing huge magnets placed on all their hard drives, creating crashes with all information lost. Imagine lots of tiny insects of all kinds, including termites, infesting all their telecommunication equipment, as well as all their buildings becoming rat and mice infested that love to chew on all their wires, creating many shorts and fires. See sand, dust, and water getting into all their telecommunication equipment. We ask that all reptilian human hybrids now go dyslexic every time they go into their places of work, making lots of errors in everything they do, as well as much infighting, which creates much distrust from within. We now envision all their equipment they are now using to rape the earth of all of her natural resources, breaking down and no longer working continually from this day forth to infinity. Let's cut ties that the Anunnaki reptilians have for gold. We called on Mother Earth to now take back all energies of gold, as well as all other metals and natural resources that have been taken from her, including water. We now tap into the energy vortexes that were used to take all this material off of the planet, commanding these vortexes to gently reverse themselves, pulling all this energy back into the earth. This includes all gold that was taken to other galaxies and misused, water, and all minerals. We see the Mother Earth pulling back all this gold energy that was used in any cloaking devices anywhere in the galaxies. We ask the Mother Earth to pull back all the gold energy that is being misused in any form, in the form of jewelry, any on Earth or anywhere in the galaxies. As all her natural resources are returned to Mother Earth, she goes back into divine balance. As soon as the energy of all the metals and natural resources are returned to the Earth, all the vortexes go back to their correct spin. Let all veils and cloaking devices be removed from all the reptilians around you, so they become invisible and obvious to all. Let all their machines used to extract Earth's natural resources be seen and dismantled. See this reptilian human hybrids reconnecting to the Creator, becoming conscious, awakened beings, so they're unhappy with their jobs, that they all quit, and their guardian angels guide them to constructive jobs that will help humanity, that will bring them joy. We call the higher selves of whoever is directing dark magic at our planet and all life forms and taking our natural resources. We're asking them to stop. And if they choose not to, which is their free will, We ask their higher selves and guardian angels to put them in a position of harmlessness. We surround them in a bubble of mirror that faces them 2 inches from their nose to contain their work and add the violet flame to it so they have no forward movement. The bubble of mirror stays up 24/7, 365 days a year until they do works of good. We imagine that all supercomputers, information gathering stations that are infected, become infected with red ants, snakes, spiders, killer bees, wasps, mice, rats, mold, dust, bats, termites, beetles, and we're going to place magnets on all their equipment and backup equipment and see their computer programs flipping, the ones and zeros flipping. Flip, 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 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0. Flip, flip, flip. Hence, they break down. See, all spies hear nothing but white noise. And if they have dark intent towards light workers, we ask that Ganesha put obstacles up so everything they do is difficult. A perpetual life of living Murphy's Law in Mercury in retrograde. May this energy stay up around them until they choose to do works of good. See all life forms living on Earth being protected from any and all black magic. We ask that all veils and overlays that are keeping humanity and all life forms from awakening and seeing truth be removed now. As this energy is removed, everyone reconnects to the Creator, becoming awakened spiritual beings with unlimited human potential. We see them speaking their voices in ways they will be safe and heard. Now, reptilians, it's gonna get better. I'm going to be your worst nightmare, and you're gonna see me in your dreams. And when you see me, I'm gonna have this gorgeous hair that flows all the way down to the floor, and I'm gonna be wearing this incredibly sparkly rainbow dress, and you're going to see me and you're going to go, oh my God, she's the most beautiful woman on the planet. And right about then, my hair is going to turn into snakes and you're going to run like the wind. And it doesn't matter where you run or where you hide because my snakes can shapeshift. So they're going to find you. And when they do, they're going to bite you. And when they bite you, you're going to become human. And the venom is going to be so strong that it's going to affect all your generations going backwards and forwards in time. And guess what? They're going to become human too. Yeah. Well, sweet dream, guys. So we're going to fill that up with light and love. And we're going to take a deep breath and release it. And I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. We're going to create another bubble of light. I want you to take a deep breath. And again, as you exhale, feel all that divine energy come pouring down through you into the center, forming another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we're going to put in, you're going to imagine the earth, all the reptilians, all the Nazis, all the KKK, the white supremacists. Yeah, it's a really gnarly bunch. Ooh, excuse me. No, I'm not drinking beer. I'm drinking water. I'll have a drink. All right, so let's take a deep breath. Feel that energy flow down. We're going to create another bubble of light, and in the bubble of light, we're going to put in all those yummy folks that I told you. So let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am. Through the magnetic power, the sacred fire vests me, I command. I call forth the power of angel-like protection for all who read this work. To our right stands the Archangel Michael. To our left stands the Archangel Gabriel. In front of us stands the Archangel Uriel. Behind us stands the Archangel Raphael. Below us stands the Archangel Zachiel. Above our heads is the eternal Shekinah. We command Michael the Archangel to cut all ties to all of Albert Pike's satanic written works. We tie and bind every book of his, especially Morals and Dogma. We send the violet flame through all copies of the book, past, present, and future, to transmute all words to divine light and neutralizing all intent. We cut ties to Pike and all of Lucifer's prophecies, especially the manifestation of World War III. We cut ties to all they're trying to create this energy now. Violet flame it, transmuting all that negative energy so it has no more forward movement, replacing it with peace and world divine enlightenment. We cut ties to the bracelet that connected Pike to Lucifer. As we reconnect that bracelet back to the Creator, we command it to be neutral and powerless so no one may use it. We cut off ties Pike had to the orders of the Palladium, also called Sovereign Council of Wisdom, Knights of the Golden Circle, Palladium Order of Skull and Bones, Order of the Solar Temple, the KKK, Knights of Malta, Knights of Templar, Masons, Freemasons, Scottish Rites, the Vatican, the Illuminati, Nazis, all of the Royal Empire and their servants, and their desire for a one world satanic government. We also asked Michael the Archangel to cut all ties between these groups and all their agendas, oaths, vows, rituals they may have taken together to bond their brotherhood and further their cause. We asked Michael to remove all veils and overlays they have placed on each other, allowing each one to become a free agent being set free from the bee mentality. We see all their plans falling apart, being replaced with divine world enlightenment. We release, cancel, clear, and dissolve all from your black magic you have woven with Satan to keep this planet and all life forms in slavery. We call to Michael the Archangel to take his sword of blue flame and cut all ties to all their magic, their satanic magic, including all skins it is written on. No matter where it's kept, hidden, nothing can hide from God. So be afraid, guys. We call to the Creator to cut all Luciferian, satanic, Messianic, generational ties and generational abuse to their children, along with child trafficking. We ask that all those that have been abused have all manipulative, traumatic overlays removed, allowing them to reconnect to the Creator, becoming awakened spiritual beings. And this includes all children that have been kidnapped by the United States government. We call Michael the Archangel forth to cut all ties to the Jesuits, Black Pope, all popes, past, present, and future, the Nazis, to all their one world satanic church agendas. The ties to all their black magic are cut from you, and pacts they made with Satan are dissolved by the sacred fire. All trusts are also hereby dissolved through the sacred trust that God has with humans to set us free, including we cut all black magic, satanic ties and binds the Pope has placed on all life forms, souls, and the planet Earth, going back to the time of Pope Boniface and any papal bulls he created, cutting ties to an express trust called Unum Sanctum that claims the Pope owns all souls. The ties and binds to this energy and all souls are now cut free from your bondage. You own no one. The people on the planet all have their very own direct link to God, the Creator, thus in charge of all dominion on the planet. You do not own the world, humans, or any souls on this planet or anywhere. We can manage our own sacred trust with the Creator ourselves. We now reconnect all these souls back to the Creator, helping them become awakened, conscious, spiritual beings. We cut ties to all of Pope Nicholas V in 1435 and the trust he set up, claiming all real estate as his, then binding that in magic. We cut all ties with the trust called Sisui Quivi, claiming all souls to Satan and the Catholic Church. We cut all ties to Pope VI and the trust that makes people slaves. We cut all ties and magical contracts the Roman Vatican Church Empire had with Hitler. All of Royal Empire and their Arab servants, all concordats are now dissolved by the violet flame, healed in angelite, reconnected to the Creator, now become neutral and only emitting love. The energy of the first through the fourth Reich is now dissolved. Call the violet flame through all these trusts to clean up the energy, angelite to heal it. Then we reconnect to the Creator, commanding it to be neutral. We call to the fire elemental to blaze through all this magic till it's cleansed by fire to ashes and dust. I see the storage vaults in physical flame now. We cut the ties to all this magic and the bonding of it with Lucifer, Satan. but being done in a way that no one is hurt or harmed. We now see all veils and overlays over all souls being removed, allowing everyone to reconnect to their higher selves, becoming awakened spiritual beings fully aware of their divine missions and purposes. We call the higher selves of all popes, black and white, past, present, and future, all Nazis, Alumbrados, Jesuits, Opus Dei, Illuminati, Masons, the Scottish Rite, all fraternal organizations connected to the Roman Catholic Church, Trump and all his cronies to step forward in the light of God and renounce Lucifer, Satan, all ties, deceptions, and wars they created and they choose not to, which is their free will. We call their higher selves and guardian angels to put them all in positions of harmlessness now. We remove all veils and overlays they placed on each other, cut all the oaths they have taken together, binding them to each other, and their projects now removed. And for all those who choose to stay with Satan, which is their free will, we place them all in a bubble of mirror that faces them. So any dark energy they try to send out will stay contained, and we're going to add the violet flame to cleanse this energy so it does not gain any strength. The bubble of mirror will stay up 24/7, 365 days a year. From here through eternity, it will dissolve when they choose to work in the light of the Creator and not Satan. Until then, this bubble keeps them powerless. We cut off ties to the energy of the Jesuit instruction manual, the secret instruction of the Society of Jesuit. Transmute all that energy through the sacred fire of the violet flame, neutralizing all intent. May whoever tries to read these instructions simply fall asleep without being able to retain any of the written word. We cut all ties to the energy of the Jesuit. Let all veils and overlays of magical protection be removed as the goddess of truth brings everything that they're trying to hide up to the surface in a way where the masses see it and are given the divine inspiration on how to correct what you've done. The goddess of justice is now after you. I call for your karmic return for all your works, and if it's for your highest good, which shall be amplified over 100 million fold. I step aside as it's returned to you now. As your magic is dissolved and neutralized, all life forms can now reconnect to the Creator, becoming awakened, enlightened, joyful beings, quantum leaping us into the golden age of divine enlightenment. We cancel clear all Illuminati thoughts that it's their destiny to rule. We cancel clear the law of Thelma, which is there is no law beyond do what thou wilt. We cancel clear all pledges to the Rock Nation, Gotti, and the Rain Man. We cancel clear the energy that is creating a satanic ritual out of hip-hop music. We cancel clear all ties to all Illuminati references, symbols of the Temple of the Sun. We cut all ties to all Masonic symbols. Cancel clear, cancel clear, cancel clear. I command Michael the Archangel to go and cut the ties of all these demonic forces that have attached themselves to, including all entertainers, singer, actors, comedians, athletes, people, places, animals, people attending any concerts or public venues, and anyone in the military. As the demonic forces are cut, we tie and bind them, send them through the violet flame to help them clean up their energies and send them back to God, filling that space up with an angel of love. We cut the ties to all rituals, calling in the demonic forces that are done in any concert or public venue, anchoring that violet flame to transmute that energy back to light. We cut ties to all music that has had magic done to it to be successful, as well as all satanic magic rituals, conjuring up demons and commanding them to attach themselves to the master copies of music and music videos. We cut these demons from all album covers and music, tie and bind them, sending them through the violet flame to transmute their energies back to light, send them back home to God. We now fill that space up with an angel of enlightenment. We command that all Nazi swastika symbols are reversed, so the energy now brings in peace and prosperity back to the earth and humanity. Every time anyone looks at a Nazi swastika, see the energy being reversed into its correct, positive direction. We cut ties to anyone whose intent is to misuse any sacred symbols. We call the violet flame through them to clean them up, and we reconnect those symbols to the divine. See these energies being reversed to their positive, correct direction now. I command that any portal, stargate, time portals, including the time portal of Montauk, being used for the dark purpose of manipulating time or allowing dark forces from other dimensions on the planet be cut from those that are misusing them, closed and sealed forever, made invisible and moved so they cannot reopen them. Imagine any machines being used for this purpose breaking down now. See any magic symbols and rituals being used to rent the veils between interdimensions being rendered harmless. I ask that all those who try and run Vril machines become confused, so machines do not function properly. As Vril energy is corrected, see humanity become conscious and focused on their divine spiritual growth, bringing the golden age into manifestation. As Lucifer's group's hierarchical leaders work toward a new world order, including everyone helping any of his groups on any level, anyone that chooses to work with darkness or try to misuse energy on any level, humans, elementals, extraterrestrials, let them be cut off completely from their energy supplies, including money. Let's all send an uplifting golden solar energy that propels us far into the divine enlightenment to all obelisk, pyramids, meridians, grids, all the ley lines, all the sacred power spots on the planet. See it anchoring to these positive power spots now. I called to Michael the Archangel to use the sword of blue flame to daily cut all ties and binds between these misguided light beings and all Lucifer, dark entities, all dark and out of balance energy source, and all energies are trying to manipulate and control. For the goddess of love, truth, mercy, compassion, righteousness, and justice step into their lives and show them the error of their misbalanced ways. For Lord Zachiel and his heavenly host to step into the misguided light beings' lives continuously to amplify the violet flame around them and transmute the evil thought forms, words, deeds, ceremonies, and rituals into love, or totally neutralize useless energies that burn out of their own account. We then call on Meta, the healing ray, to minister to the misguided light beings daily. We send divine light to their hearts and brains. All right, let's fill this whole bubble of light up with light and love, and we're going to take a deep breath and release it. And I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. We're going to create another bubble of light, and in this bubble of light, we're going to put in all the spiritual warriors, and we're going to ask that all dark energy, all overlays that's keeping them from awakening be removed now. See them reconnect to the Creator, becoming awakened spiritual beings, being given their divine missions and their divine purposes. We ask that all those spiritual warriors that are speaking up for those kidnapped children come awakened. All those spiritual warriors that are speaking out against Nazis, Putin, the dishonest people in government, Trump. They're going out, and their mission is to go out to the White House or anywhere Trump is and to make noise. Their mission is, when they ever see any Nazi person on the street that's part of the government, let them express their voice, but do it in a way that nobody is hurt or harmed. Let them awaken. We call Ganesh the remover of obstacles, to remove the obstacles in their path so they move forward and they fill up with so much light that they become magnets for everything they need. Money, so they can fulfill their divine missions and live comfortably. People to work with, whatever it is. Let them fill up with so much abundance that they have more than what they need, and they share it with others in this ripple effect. So fill all these divine beings up with light and love, and we're going to take a deep breath and release it. And I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. All right, we're going to have time for one more. We're going to create another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we are putting Trump and family and his whole family. So let there be light. We call all the crystals in Washington, D.C. area to amplify light and transparency everywhere in the Capitol. We ask the Creator to remove all energy veils that is keeping the public from seeing all the unnecessary expenses that the Trump family is creating that the public is paying for. See the mass general public demanding Trump either stop going on as many vacation trips to any of his golf courses, including Mar-a-Lago, or pay for the trips themselves, no longer using taxpayer funds. See Trump paying all this back to the government. We ask that all veils and overlays that are protecting Ivanka and her husband, Jared Kushner, from the public eye are removed now. Let all their plans be brought to the surface in a way that Congress and the Senate take action and strip them of all their power they have been given by Donald Trump to replace with someone with international experience. Let them be given prison time for their treasonous actions. Remove all magical overlays of protection around Trump so there is complete transparency on how he sexually abuses women. So let's send energy to all those women Trump has sexually abused in the past and present, and the energy they need to come forward and speak truth and be protected from Trump and Trump's followers. We call the higher selves of everyone in the United States to realize that Donald Trump and family are a national security threat. We ask that every American, Republican, and Democrat, whether you vote or don't vote, you go to your representative and demand, whether it's judicial and elected, stand up and insist that Trump administration be suspended until questions are answered completely and satisfactorily to not only an independent investigative panel with full judicial oversight, Mueller. There's more than enough evidence of questionable ethics, if not outright criminality, and I will say treason, to justify suspending any further action, domestic or international, from this administration. We want all protective overlays from around them, from Trump and Sessions, Miller, Nielsen, be removed, especially that's keeping them from going to prison and doing jail time for child kidnapping, child endangerment. See all those protective energy veils being removed, and they're being removed from office now. See the senators and Congress get together and do a citizen's arrest on Trump, Trump's family, Nielsen, Miller, Sessions, and anyone else who's responsible for child kidnapping. Let the goddess of truth bring everything up into the surface about what's happening between Trump and Russia, all the wheeling and dealings that they have done. Let the whistleblowers come forward. Let it all be leaked, and in a way that justice has to be served. Call to Archangel Michael to remove all overlays of magic that is keeping the Congress and Senate from standing firm and putting Trump on presidential timeout now. Impeached and removed from office. See the Trump administration be suspended, not being able to eliminate or put any new programs in action until all questions are answered. See Congress and Senate making Donald Trump show all his tax returns. See all satanic magic that is keeping the Trumps in power be neutralized. See all satanic magic that is keeping the Republicans in power be removed and neutralized. See all overlays of magic removed from Trump and his family, and it's again time for Trump to be impeached, removed from office, and replaced with a human light worker. And that also includes Pence to be removed. All right, fill this up with light and love, and we're going to take a deep breath and release it. And I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. Okay, guys, we are running out of time, so we're going to close. And to do that, we're going to do 3 ohms. So come on, you can do it with me. Nobody's going to hear you. And if we were all standing around in a circle around our Earth Keeper, she would have us really harmonize. It's really very cool. All right, 3 ohms. Om. 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 Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May all the beings in all the worlds be happy. So be it. We give thanks for this opportunity to serve. So if you have that stone called hematite, it'd be a good time to go grab it. And you know, even the magnetic hematite's kind of fun. Just don't let it get near your computer. So this is what hematite looks like. This is magnetic, actually. And don't let that get near your hair and make a necklace out of it, because I did one time and I got all my hair caught in it. It was not pretty. All right, so we're going to ground. I want you to feel the earth energy come up your feet and your legs, and feel yourself pull back into body, become very, very centered, very clear-headed. And the higher the energy comes off the earth, the more grounded you become, the more centered. Feel yourself becoming very, very clear-headed. Now, if you're still high after the show, then go out and find a tree and just put your hands on the tree for 30 seconds. Imagine yourself sending all your excess energy into the tree, and then ask the tree to send you energy back, and you immediately ground. Okay? All right. Now, please subscribe to not only UPRN's YouTube account, but subscribe to mine, Cathy Bilsky, because I also have all my videos and all the radio shows on there. Of course, you're not going to get visual, but you will get audio. If you want visual, you got to go to UPRN Radio and their YouTube channel. So subscribe. It's that easy. Now we're going to do another Quantum Leap, World Enlightenment Quantum Leap, and it's an event I started on Facebook, but it's worldwide. And, you know, if it all works out, I'll be doing it live at my store through UPRN Radio. And it's going to be on September 22nd. Mark your calendar, put that on there. And for 1 hour, we're just going to chant enlightenment and really anchor it to the earth. You know, let's get out of this Nazi timeline. So tell your friends about it. Tell your friends we're doing light work and energy work. You know, get your groups together. Get your crystals to amplify the work. We really need this. You know, we're in battle. And who is strongest, whether it's light or dark, and holds the most energy at that time, that's the one that's going to win. So because I know it's very, very imperative that we do the energy work, I've started doing some live Facebook, and it's at 4 o'clock Hawaiian time, which is 10 o'clock Eastern time, 7 o'clock Pacific time. And I try to keep it to a half hour, 45 minutes. Mondays, we chant enlightenment and anchor that to the earth and do a little bit of work on Nazis and Russians now. Tuesdays, it's what I call Radiation Tuesday, Fukushima Tuesday. We work on Fukushima. I give you the updated radiation report, and then do a little bit of work on Nazis and those guys. Thursday, it's climate change and energy work for the earth.